Morning everybody, welcome to Talk Tuesday today. I'm going to be talking today about how to find time to do the things that you love. And the reason that I'm talking about it is because, number one, everybody should do things they love. It should be a priority. But number two, often when I'm talking to people about it, they say to me, well, how am I going to find time to do the things that I love? I've got too much on, I haven't got the time. So that's why I thought it'd be a good idea to talk to you about it. So, as I say, first thing to do is to prioritise doing something you love. It really is part of self-care, and it should be something that you do daily. It doesn't have to be a big thing, it doesn't have to take very long, but doing something you love every day will really lift your spirits, it'll raise your vibration, and it will make everything else much, much easier to cope with. So in terms of prioritising, you need to decide for yourself that you are going to do something you love every day. And you should then treat it as something that is at the top of your list instead of something that is at the bottom of your list. And I know that can be difficult to do, so I'm going to come to ways in which you can do that shortly. So the second thing to remember is to let go of perfectionism. Because often when we have a packed to-do list, we think, we're never going to get past item 3 or whatever it is. But that can often be because we hold ourselves to such a high standard. We want everything to be perfect instead of just letting it be good enough. If you've got a list of tasks, then you just need to do them well enough, not perfectly, and that will free up extra time. There's another aspect to it as well, which is to let go of control. It's all part and parcel of the same thing. If you let go of controlling how everything is and trying to make it perfect, then it's easier to delegate tasks so that you don't have to do them all yourself. Now, they may not be done by somebody else quite the way that you want them to be done, but really, what does that matter in the grand scheme of things if it frees you up to do the things that you love to do? It's much better for somebody else to fill the dishwasher and empty the dishwasher, but not do it the way that you would do it if it gives you 5-10 minutes to go and meditate or whatever it is that you want to do. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. It's just letting go of that control over how it's done. There are other, tasks that will take longer that you can think about letting go of control over. So then, actually getting to finding extra time aside from delegating and not doing things quite as perfectly. A biggie is wasted time. We all have wasted time in our day that we could use better for ourselves to do the things that we love. So one of them is mindless phone scrolling. We all do it, whether it's first thing in the morning, last thing at night, in your lunchtime. We all spend a lot of time scrolling through phones, tablets, whatever. Try and think instead of doing that to do something that you love in that time. It doesn't matter what it is, because we all have different things that we love to do. But, instead of spending 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour scrolling through the phone, and you know what it's like when you start doing the scrolling, you think, oh, I'll just spend 5 minutes looking at stuff, and before you know it, half an hour has gone. Instead, use that time to go and do something you love. Another often wasted period of time is lunch breaks. When you're busy, it's really, really tempting just to plough on through and carry on working because you think I'll get more done that way. But actually, if you make yourself take your lunch break and use that break to do something you love, it will give you more energy to come back and do the things you have to do faster. You'll get through more, and you'll have that added benefit of having done something you loved. So you have, lifted your spirits, raised your vibration. Another mindless thing we engage in is TV. I'm as guilty of this as the next person. It's easy at the end of the day when you're busy just to flop down on the sofa, stick the TV on, and then just mindlessly watch something that you're not even all that interested in. And you also waste time by channel hopping, trying to find something that you want to watch. Maybe think, instead of doing that, half an hour to take and do something that you love. If you plan it ahead of time, then it's easier to do. You can still, because I'm not saying don't watch TV, you can still watch it, but maybe do something you love for half an hour first and then come back and watch something that you do want to watch on TV. And then another one is getting up in the morning. It can be easy just to hit the snooze button and snooze for another 10 or 15 minutes, whereas what you could do is say to yourself, I'm going to get out of bed when the alarm goes off, first time, no snoozing, get up and use that time when I would normally have been snoozing to do something I love, rather than get up and get on with all the other tasks of the day. And then just other little pockets of wasted time that it depends on what it is that you love to do. But if, for example, you want to start practicing mindfulness, little bits of wasted time that you can use for that are maybe when you're stuck in the car in a traffic jam, and instead of just sitting there sort of blowing your top because you're going to be 20 minutes late on your journey, just think to yourself, I could use this time for a bit of mindfulness. It's the same when you're stuck in any kind of a queue, if you're queuing up in a supermarket or to pay in any other shop. You can just use that time, even if it's just for 2-3 minutes, a little bit of mindfulness, it will make a difference to how you feel. So those are some little bits of wasted time in your day that you can grab back. You can use them to do things you love. If you start thinking about it, you've probably got other bits of wasted time in your day that you could put to better use. And, it really will be worth it. Even if it is just 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, just spending that time focusing on yourself, using it to do something you love will just make such a difference to your day. And then the final thing I wanted to say about it is, if you are somebody who likes to schedule things, your life is, or your day is planned out in your diary, then schedule time for doing something you love. Schedule it every day. As I said at the beginning, it doesn't have to be a big thing. And if you're not sure, then maybe have a think, first of all, about what the things are that you love to do. And you can sort of split them up if you want to into things that are quick and things that are longer, so that then when it comes to thinking about, what can I do today that's something I love, you can look and see what will fit the time that's available. But yes, if you are a scheduler, a diary maker, a lister, then schedule time for doing the thing that you love. And what's really important is, after you've scheduled it, stick to it. In the same way that you wouldn't cancel an appointment with a client, you wouldn't cancel an appointment with, I don't know, a doctor, a dentist, whoever, something else that you are treating as a priority. Don't cancel that appointment with yourself, because that one is the most important of all of them. If you don't look after yourself, and if you don't spend time doing things that you love, you're not going to have the energy to do all of the other things that you have to get through in the day. So that's just a little bit about finding time to do the things you love. I hope that it's helped you, and I hope that it inspires you to go on and do some of the things you love. What was I going to tell you? There was something that I was going to talk about. A newsletter, that's right. I sent my newsletter out yesterday to all of my existing subscribers. If you're interested in getting my newsletter and you're not already on the list, just drop me a message with your email address and I can pop you on the list and send you a copy. So thanks as always for watching. I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you find time to do something that you love today, and I will be back here again with you next week. Bye for now.